check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Check 1.
1, 2, 3. Yep. Now I can hear you, right?
Yeah, now I can hear Amy.
Check 1, 2, 3. That's my mic check.
Just to let you know, even with the little cardboard shades on the monitors, it's pretty tough to see up here right now without the umbrella or any shade up here. So we will do the best we can, and we'll try and sort that out later on today, I suppose. Yeah, you might want to use that, Amy, and pop that screen up a little bit so you can... Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. Our first game of the fall 2009 season sees the Glendale Lady Raptors against the Lady Buffaloes of the University of Colorado. I'm Ray Veers. Welcome aboard once again to our fall season. I am joined by Amy Root next to me. And Amy, let's take a look first up straight away at this University of Colorado side.
Okay, Ray, thanks. We have Cody Castle 1, Emily Gus, Megan Montgomery, Mallory Woods, Sarah Travers at lock, Samantha McFarland, Marissa Cohn, Ava Elliott make up the back row, Holland Adolph, Becca Winsky, Deidre Ray, Lauren Danielson, Emily Strangler, Merrill Mesner, and Kate Foley will be finishing up at fullback for the Buffs today.
Glendale Raptors side, Rasmussen, Klein, and Monroe make up the front row. A lot of interest in the number 8, Suzanne Barth, regular of the USA national team from 2002 to 06. She's back in action. Anderson and Armstrong combined for a very strong center combination. They are coached by Wendy Cook.
Okay.
So, Amy, it seems like we were here just not that long ago, and
Seems
now
like
we're ready
Black
for
Captain.
the kickoff of the fall season.
Yeah, here we go.
Black Captain, ready? Blue Captain.
As we await our referee, Bob Listansky, to get us underway here. And the Raptors kick off. Raptors in their familiar blue strip with white and red trim.
Last thing.
University of Colorado, black and gold. Ball's controlled there by Colorado. Take it up for the first strike.
Good
This is
steal,
second
good
row,
steal.
Mallory Woods.
Last thing,
Nice
players,
poach there by
last thing.
Susanna Barth.
Good work there. Very, very experienced player.
That's right.
She will be able to conduct a clinic here if allowed to with these youngsters from the University of Colorado. Bit of a loose pass, but gets out to the centers. That's Tess
That
Armstrong.
was fine. Last thing.
Good ball there, comes back.
Here's Cody Monroe breaking through free tackles.
Cody Monroe, established member of the squad. Plays up in the front row, tight head prop. Now we move out again. That's Jenna Anderson out wide. Flips it inside. The Lady Raptors here right from the beginning doing a good job of ball control at ruck and maul time.
Yeah, Ray, and I think
Charging run there. Takes it right
Thank
up
you,
the
Black,
middle.
for getting out there.
And once again, the ball comes back, and there is space out wide. Anderson moves it out. That's the fullback in. Now it goes out to the winger.
this is Hannah Berger. She's a player that just transferred here from the Amazons up in Minnesota.
And the Amazonian from Minnesota will get the first try of the season in the
That's right.
corner. Hannah Burge with the try. They had the space out wide. They had the numbers. And the Lady Raptors are on the scoreboard straight away. 5 points to 0. Kick to come. And Amy, last season we talked about the Lady Raptors. Problems in the ruck and maul. They certainly controlled it nicely there.
Well, yes, Ray. I think this year they've got a little bit more experience up in that front pack. We've got Mandy Ramson down from Boulder. We also have Mandy Demler, who also transferred from Boulder Babes Rugby Club. So we've got two players that are quite experienced in that pack now. And the Susanna Barth is back at 8-man. And here's that pass to Hannah. She just takes the corner, gets it right to the flag. It's a great line of running. Touches it down for 5 points.
Nice opening stop there to the Lady Raptors. Conversion was unsuccessful, so the scoreline remains 5 points to 0. The Lady Raptors of Glendale over the University of Colorado Buffaloes. Now, Amy, just to make sure that everybody knows, while we have a quick check of the weather, it's quite humid out here today. There's a bit of cloud over, so it's not as hot as you may have thought. 71, 42% humidity, but it is kind of sticky down on the pitch, and it's certainly warmer than 71. Got an offside there for obstruction there, crossing in front.
Obstruction.
So
Here's the point.
first opportunity for the
Here's your mark.
Lady Buffaloes to put some pressure on.
Looks like they're going to kick the touch, so we'll get to see their line out.
And we'll just check that. We've got a correction on the referee's last name, Bob Lenansky.
Right there's fine.
Bob
black
Lenansky.
ball.
So sorry about that, Bob. First game of the
Ladies,
season.
first line out. Hold them off,
If the referee is the only mistake I make today, we've had a
cut
wonderful afternoon.
I think Bob will understand. He's a great guy.
That's good. So, Lady Buffaloes with the first line out of the day. Goes up.
Bobbled there at the top.
Little untidy there, and that's going to be turnover ball. Goes to the fly half Zick. Bethany Zick playing in the fly half spot today. Couple of names not available this week. Claire Grigorich, we know from last season.
That's correct.
Crucial player in
Yep.
their run last year.
She's in New York right now, playing for representing the Western Territory in the Sevens tournament.
That's right. The Sevens ITT Interterritorial Tournament is
That's
going
right,
on
your
Randall
choice.
Island in New York right now
That's right.
for both the men's and the women. So
Scrum or line out. You're,
We're gonna,
Susanna, you're in charge of the scrum.
And also
scrum.
Katie,
Scrum or line out. You want
our
scrum?
fly half, is also,
bring it in here.
she's in New Zealand right now currently. She usually plays fly half. That's why we're seeing Bethany Zick at the number 10 today.
Okay, remember what the procedure is. Crowd
with
starts,
a couple
pause,
of,
engage.
with a couple of players out, it gives Bethany an opportunity
That's
to
right.
show her wares in the number 10 jumper. As
Crouch,
we all know, it's a
touch,
crucial
pause,
position.
engage.
Our first scrum of the game looks good there from
Close out.
Lady Raptors. Control it well. Back to Bethany Zick.
Doesn't look like it's going to find touch, Ray.
And fortunate bounce there.
Did she touch
Number
it?
14, Meryl
Okay,
Meisner.
it's white, blue
Winger
ball.
there from Colorado, unsuccessful at fielding that kick, so it does go into touch. Just a youngster in her second year of rugby, Meryl Meisner, so she's steep in the learning curve right
That's
now,
right.
as they say, as many of these University of Colorado players are. All right, comes out, goes to the fly half, number 10. That's Becca Wazinski. She's the captain of this Colorado side. The ball, though,
Here goes Bethany Zick.
Bethany takes it to the line, gives the defense a look. Now it's
Tess
out to the wing.
Armstrong.
Tess Armstrong.
Cody Monroe's taking it in right now. You're going to see a lot of that from Cody. She likes to take those quick punches. She's a good hard runner.
And once again, a lot of space out wide. All they got to do is move it.
We saw Lindsay just take that back inside when really the right decision probably would have been to keep moving it towards the outside.
And we're going to run coming up the middle.
It's our fullback. This is another transfer from New York.
Bethany Humphreys, she's into clear space. Oh, great cover defending
Very
tackle.
nice.
Pops it back, no problems there. Glendale do control it. Defense is good from Colorado.
70, pushed it, pulled it back.
What a great cover defending tackle.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll get another look at that. I'm not sure who got back on defense there, but it was a wonderful tackle. Ended the threat from the Raptors. And now Colorado get the penalty for holding on. And here it is.
Looks like the number 12, Lauren Danielson. Now this is an interesting story about Lauren. She played for Summit High School, and their coach just raves about her. The CU coach. Can't say enough good things about her. Is excited. She's only a freshman. He's got 4 years of her, hopefully, and he's really. And then we got called. It looks like number 7 on the Glendale team got called for not releasing that penalty, and CU kicked it to touch. It's their line out.
Yeah, Laura Danielson's a true freshman. She's only 18 years old. She showed a lot of poise there with that tackle. All right, the lineout's won by Colorado. Steal there, though.
Blue hands in, but we also have black pushing and pulling it back. Scrum here. No, penalty here. Holding on. Back 10.
Glendale's getting the penalty. CU not releasing the ball.
Okay, Bob gave us three calls there.
He'll go with the last one.
Go with the last one, so he's happy with that.
Go.
And we're going to have
Nice judge.
a shot at goal here from the Raptors. Now, Amy, the important thing about this game right now,
Behind you,
particularly for the
kicker, 10.
women's programs, we take another quick look here. Just,
It looks like a knock on.
yeah, a little trouble there.
Some hands in the ruck, maybe.
That looked like a pretty clean steal, though. On her feet, certainly
Yeah.
had rights to the ball there. So I think Bob actually got the call right. I think the referee did get it right there. But as I was saying, that kick's going to fall short. Risky kick there. There was some good pressure on from the Raptors side, but we're going to go to the lineup.
Line out here.
The women's
White
season
ball.
is played during the fall, and they have their championship rounds a little later towards November. So not much time for tuning up. You've
Not
got to
really.
have your players ready to go because the season is underway in just another week or so.
White line out. Make sure you're right there is fine.
Yeah, Ray, you're right. And Coach Cook has talked, extensively about how important it is to get these guys fast-tracked into playing as a unit and as a team so they're ready for that championship. The Sweet 16's coming up here, in the next 2.5, 3 months.
And the Raptors, they did make it to the round of 16 last year. As we saw a knock on there in the tackle from out wide there. It looked like Tess Armstrong just knocked
Scrum
the ball
right here,
on
black
there.
ball.
So we're going to have the scrum set. University of Colorado with the feed.
Line out.
But as we said, they made it to the round of
Two from the
16s.
front of the lineup.
That was a good
Two from
effort,
the
really,
lineup.
in their first year of full-on
Yes.
competition. Now they want to move on. They learned their lessons because it was a tough round of 16 for the Lady Raptors. I think
Crouch.
they've learned their lessons
Touch.
well, and they want to move on to
Pause.
that next level
Engage.
and get to that round of 4.
That's right, and they really haven't lost that much depth. They've actually added some
Use
depth,
it.
so it should be an exciting season for them. I think they have a better chance to making the Elite 8 this year.
6, you broke off too soon.
Like I said earlier, they just have to come together as a unit, work together, forwards and backs. Their pack is much stronger this year, so that will help extensively with that back line to make plays happen and points on the board.
All right, number 6. That's Lindsay Cobble.
Here's your mark. Here's your mark. Here's your mark.
Blindside flanker for Raptors.
Right there. That's close.
Pinged for being a little over-exuberant, getting off that scrum quickly. And I tell you what, so far in these early scrum goings, University of Colorado have shown they've got a pack that can go.
Yeah.
There's been some good parity in the scrums so far, so we shall see how that works out as the game progresses.
Well, that's an interesting thing about CU, too, is Jim Stevens said that they only graduated 3 players last year, so he's almost got an entire returning squad here.
And that's what you really look for in colleges. you go through that cycle.
You pull that arm down. Penalty kick in here.
They've got a few transfers from CSU that have joined the club this season, so that's exciting for him.
Hey, hey, hey.
All right, we had another penalty on number 6. That's Lindsay Cobble again. She, senior player, 30 years old, and twice in a row she's been penalized, and it's a good kick for touch. That'll take play back into the Raptors' half of the field. And right now, the referee is penalizing the Raptors pretty harshly around the field. And
sometimes you see that, with when you have a senior women playing a collegiate team, is the ref tends to be a little harder on the senior women. But that's fair.
Better.
That's fair, and I think that the women, that's one thing that the Glendale Raptors need to realize is to play to the ref's game, and they need to make that adjustment. Lindsay needs to make that adjustment. If he's calling her for offsides, not releasing that sort of thing, she needs to sort it out.
No hands.
Well, the referees now penalized the Raptors 4 times, and generally speaking, you would think he would want the captain and have a word about these repeated infringements, because 4 in a row, you're almost thinking about a card.
That's right. He hasn't done that yet.
There we go. Take a look there, Amy. Ball's on the deck.
Oh, yeah,
There's
you
no
can see some
question
hands
about
in.
it.
Looks like Mandy Demler getting her hands in on that ball. Cost the Raptors penalty.
Ladies,
and now you can see where CU is due to these penalties.
The second time the Lady Buffaloes have been in the quarter of the Glendale Lady Raptors. Let's take a look at the line out here. Number 2, Emily Gus, the hooker, throws in. Nice clean take there.
Oh, Cody Monroe came and disrupted that scrum half throw to the fly half.
Good pressure there, though.
Forward first.
They're getting good elevation in the line out, the Lady Buffaloes, but I tell you what, they're going to have to protect their players, because right now the Raptors are just streaming through this line out.
Scrum here.
So we'll have the scrum go down. The next 10 minutes of live action are brought to you by Alpha Graphics for all your visual communication needs. So apart from that early try setback, the University of Colorado side settled down a little bit, and with the penalty they've had. But there we go.
Here goes Susanna Barth, the 8-man.
Number 8,
she's got support. She's got support. The Danica, the wing. Jenica, excuse me.
Good cover defense there from number 11, Deidre Ray. Gets her into touch. But I tell you what, I give the scrub a wrap, and what happens? A tight head straight away. So the tight head to the Raptors sets up Susanna Barth down the sideline,
right there,
showing all of that experience. And
we'll
this
just watch
nice.
This turn. Susanna picks it up, and she can, she's obviously a very experienced player, sees the gap, fakes the pass there, continues to run, has support on both sides, chooses to give it to the wing, Danica, who gets taken here by the CU's wing. Unfortunately, she does a knock on in that tackle. CU scrum down.
We're going to repack that one.
Right here.
Scrum went 90 degrees, though, so... Yeah, we've gone to the turnover. Looks like the feed will now go to Glendale. Said the scrum went 90.
So let's see if our back row for Glendale takes advantage of where they are in the field. No, it looks like they're going to give it to the box.
A little untidy. Bethany Zick throws a dummy there. Got to be careful there. Control the ruck and more. Jenna Anderson shows the ball, gives a good pass there to the fullback coming in.
Jamie Lang's taking it.
Bethany Humphrey up in the attack. Once again, control. Loose pass there. It's going to have to be cleaned up. And it is.
Good steal.
Nice
And
poach.
that's
So you
good
just
steal
poached
there.
it.
Becca Lewinsky with the steal there. Good work there for Colorado. The ball was definitely available.
So that's some nice work by CU to shut down Glendale and actually poach the ball
Clearing kick there.
and cleared it out.
Now it's taken up. It's the fullback. Humphrey swings it across. That's Anderson. Got the wing outside.
Very nice.
Sets her up well. Into space now. This is Heim.
Maybe a little too much on that kick.
That
But
kick
great idea.
was
Maybe not,
holding
Ray.
up.
Maybe not.
Now the cover defense gets
22.
back. And
22
we're
drop
going to
up.
come out to the 22. And that was good work on the turnover ball by Colorado. They were able to solidify possession, take it downfield, and force the Raptors to really do something.
That's right. I'm quite impressed with CU's defense. That's a couple times now that they've really shut down Glendale's attack. You know, we've had some chase downs. We've had some great tackling
Make sure
to
you're
their feet,
behind
poaching
you.
ball, and Glendale's not doing a good job of rucking over, maintaining possession of their own ball. CU's doing a great job.
22-meter dropout.
Backwards.
Takes it back to halfway. Pop back to the fullback, Humphrey. Takes the kick through. Looking towards the sideline, putting pressure on. It's a good kick chase. Not much ground there off of that kick, so we're going to have the line out set
Who's got blood?
just outside the 22-meter line. The University of Colorado with the Glendale Raptor throw.
Blood. Prop.
What's more impressive, Ray, is they've only practiced one time, CU, leading up to today's game.
I tell you what, that's the benefit of having a large
ball,
group
please.
of returning players.
It's white ball.
Get a little bit of a blood bin here. That's the prop. Looks like Cody Cassell going to need a little bit of attention there. So that ball was not straight. So
Your choice, black. Scrum or line out. Line out, please. Black ball.
line out there. That's actually not a bad choice. They've done pretty well at the front of the line out on their put in. So what they need to do, though, Amy, as we noted earlier, is they got to tighten up the line out and consolidate.
That's right. Glendale's blowing through that line and getting to the scrum half.
And that's never good if you're a scrum.
No, scrum half would like you to tighten that up. Definitely. Nice take.
Good take there. Contested by Glendale, but Colorado brought it down. That was number 4, Mallory Woods.
Let's use it.
That ball's gone stagnant. So what
Wasn't
we
coming. Black wasn't moving. Blue ball. Scrum right here.
turnover there. That was a good actual description by the referees. He allowed it go. It was moving forward. It stopped. He said use it. They couldn't get it out. So that's going to be turnover ball. Glendale side will have the feed to the scrum here.
You see Emily Gus there with her head shaved. Her coach said last week a couple of girls on this team donated their hair to Locks of Love.
Pause. Engage. Watch out.
There's the number 8, Bart. Takes it up into the hole there. Big gap right off on the inside gap there.
She touched the line here.
Into touch,
Right
though.
front.
So
Line
great
out,
run by
5
Susanna.
meters out.
Unfortunately, didn't get it. Found the sideline
Half
just
a
at the
step
last
that way,
second.
please.
So it'll be a
Bring her back.
Yeah, she took that gap between the scrum half
Line
and the
out.
fly half,
Your
and the
blood subs
flanker
coming back
needs
on.
to get off and cover that hole.
You
Here's
wonder
your
if this
line out.
back row for CU is a little nervous that Susanna Barth is running at them. But they need to get over that and really tackle low, get her. They know she's going to be picking a lot. The back row for CU needs to reorganize and shut her down if they're going to be successful.
When you consider that most of the back row for CU was
Gonna be line
about
out.
12
Black
years
was
old
off
when
the
Suzanne
player.
first played for the
Here's a
United
double
States,
pop.
yeah, it
Line
might
out
be
here.
a little
Take
bit of a
another
challenge.
half step that
Right.
way, please. Thank you.
It's a
Black ball,
wonderful
black
learning
ball.
opportunity, these type of games.
Right.
And Emily Gus with the throw into this lineup.
And a steal by
That
Glendale.
was well done at the front of the lineup from Glendale. Got
Jamie Lang with the roll and the try.
Well done. Jamie Lang gets the second try on the board for Glendale today. We're about 20 minutes into this game. Glendale extend their lead 10 points to 0 over the Lady Buffaloes, University of Colorado. And we have the kick to come. Amy, good line out.
That was a great line out. They stole that. Maybe we can get up and we can see what happened there. But it looked like Cody Monroe stole that. They did a nice consolidation, and then Jamie Lang took a roll off that into the try zone.
And Jamie Lang, she got her first cap for the Eagles last year.
So Cody just grabs that. Oh, I'm sorry. It looks like Lindsay. Jamie Lang takes that off Kim Klon and just drives it in for a try.
And as I was saying, she got her first cap for the USA national women's team. So good work there from Jamie Lang, getting her season underway in the best of possible manners. Conversion was unsuccessful, so the score remains 10 points to 0. The Lady Raptors over the Lady Buffaloes.
The normal kicker for Glendale's Katie Thorson, I said earlier, she's in New Zealand right now. So obviously not the most depth with kicking, so may not see too many conversions today, or when penalties arise, kicks for points, Glendale might choose some other options.
That ball's taken right on the 10-meter line. That was actually taken by the winger, Hannah Burge. Does well there to control the ball. They hit it up on the blind side.
Lindsay Coble.
As we said, Lindsay very busy there on the blind side. Susanna Barth once again hits it up. Now there's time and space. That's Zick. Anderson. Loose pass there, just a miscommunication there. It's now in the hands of the fullback. That was knocked back, so it'll be play on. Little loose here from the Raptors. Just need a settler here just to sort of get everything in order, and one made to order there. And continue to work the blind side.
Nice defense by CU.
Yes, they were pretty well organized here. Little kick through in behind. That'll go to the winger. Good pressure coming on there. Good tackle. That's play on. That's your number 8, Ava Elliott. They set good ball there. Now it's swung out. Good hit up there in the middle of the field there. That's the number 12, Laura Danielson.
Looks like Glendale just poached that.
Get out of there, Black.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Turnover there. And they got numbers out here. Then you just need to stand it up. Now it goes out to the wing. That's Heim. Good tackle there, though. Backing up on the outside was Jenna Anderson. She finds support as well. Anderson once again just cleans that up. That's Zick. Now it comes out. Nice work there from the fullback. Setting into space. Good work there. Now it comes out to the winger, Burge. And she's going to show a clean pair of heels all the way to the try line. And she's going to get her second try of the afternoon. The Lady Raptors extend their lead with their third try of the game. The second to Hannah Burge. 15 points to 0 with the kick to come. And that was good cross-field play, Amy.
Absolutely. You know, we saw Glendale on their heels. Defense, CU was attacking. They poached the ball. Here is the try. Goes to Tess Armstrong. She gets it out to the fullback, who does a nice dummy. Another dummy, draws CU, and then gets it out to her winger, Hannah Burge, and she drives it in. She's going to try and center it and gets herself another 5 points. That's 10 on the day for her. Not a bad starting for Glendale.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, I am impressed with some of these new acquisitions the club has been able to get. They've proven to be very, very handy. When you consider you've got players that are away on the ITT7s and in New Zealand right now, when everybody's back on deck, there's going to be some real competition for positions.
I think so, but that's great. You know, when there's competition for positions, people need to step up their game. It makes your team stronger as a whole. So that's going to be a good thing for this Glendale team.
And there's our first conversion of the afternoon to Glendale. Bethany Zick with the conversion.
So it looks like they switch kickers.
The Raptors extend their lead 17 points to 0 over the Lady Buffaloes. And it certainly seems that the interior defense of the Lady Buffaloes has been pretty solid, but if they ride out on the fringes where space becomes an issue, they're having a little bit of difficulty. As we take a look at the head coach for Glendale, Wendy Cook. Must be happy with the start to the season. Kim Klein there with a little knock on there. Wasn't expecting that ball, I don't think. So we're going to have the scrum
right
set. Colorado feed.
Oh. That was your twin sister, I'm sorry.
Both those girls, the hooker and the scrum half, I think we mentioned it earlier, donate their hairs to Locks of Love, and the referees
Crouch. Touch.
calling them twin sisters
Pause.
out there.
Engage.
All right,
It's a nice
good work
eight-man
there.
pick.
Yeah, that's good work there from Ava Elliott. Needs some help, though. She's not going to be able to release that ball forward slow to get up there and support. And now it's taken quickly by Suzanne Barth. She finds support. Oh,
Tess-
on the run.
Tess
too.
Armstrong coming at pace, just wasn't able to bring that in. She had a head of steam coming,
Scrum
though.
right
She would have
here.
caught that.
That's the way
Left
you want
forward
to set
by
her to
blue,
run
right by
onto the
black.
ball.
Absolutely. If you could get all your players that come at pace like that, it'd be tough to stop.
Yeah, you'd create some problems. Here we take a look once again. Good number 8 pick, but
Blue, watch for
there
the
you
blue,
saw
push,
Suzanne
pull the
Barth,
set.
just perfect form there. No support from her
Crouch.
teammates.
Got
Just
your
slow
chin.
getting off
Touch.
of that scrum.
Pause.
So penalty
Engage.
obviously went the Raptors' way.
Use it.
Some pressure there.
It's good.
Yeah, well turned over there by Glendale.
Katie Duress stepping in at scrum half. Catherine Pavello is in New York as well with the 7 squad.
Nice work there.
Tess Armstrong to
Good,
Jenna.
good space there. And now it's out to the winger. Very busy afternoon for
Absolutely.
Hannah Burge in her first game for the Raptors. Takes the tackle there, though. A little untidy there.
Yep, Glendale's rucking. Needs to be
Ball's
a little
out.
bit more steady.
It's just lacking a little bit of purpose right now. They're getting there and they're securing the possession, but they want to clean it out and
That's
just
right.
make that ball come out on a platter. Obviously, with Karen Pavello away, Katie
If you're gonna
Duress
be a
has
pillar,
stepped
you
up
gotta be
into the
behind left
position,
foot.
so the forwards need to help her out just a little bit.
That's
You
right.
see a
And
knock on there from Suzanne Barth.
like you said, Ray, you know,
If you're in front
they're not
left,
driving
cross
through
that.
it. They're just getting there, they're stopping. And that you've got
Yes.
a team like CU who's hungry, you're not gonna win anything with that. You need to drive through once you get there so your scrum half has a clean ball, get it out to your backs to make things happen.
And really, as a comment about last year's team, that was one of the problem areas that they had. They got numbers to the breakdown, but they didn't drive through.
Yep.
Crouch.
Glendale definitely needs to
Touch.
work on their aggression at the
Pause.
breakdown.
Engage. Hold the push, Blue.
I tell you what, if you're watching the international level of the game, even the women's game now, we had the Nations Cup that was just concluded in Toronto, where the USA women's team finished second only to England. And I mean, the aggression at the breakdown, the physicality
Black,
at the
you
top
roll
level
over
of the
the ball
women's
back.
game, it's big.
Not rolling away, I think is what the call was there from Bob.
Get a little bit deeper, touch judge. You can always come back this way. Go to the goal line.
But yeah, Ray, that's where the game's headed. You know, it's headed to an aggressive
Thank you.
from every
That
player
way,
on
if
the
it's
field.
on
All
one
15
side of the
players
shoulders,
need to
touch
be
and
able to
goal or
ruck
touch
hard,
there,
run
all right?
hard,
Thank you.
fast pace.
Well, I tell you what, if you've seen any of the Tri-Nations series this year between Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa, the physicality of the breakdown right now, I mean, it's borderline brutal.
So there's a nice
One thing
tackle
the
here by
NFL
Lindsay
does,
Cobble.
they get real deep
Gets
on
to her
those fronts.
feet. We've got the
So
other
you can see
flanker
her
coming
come
in
this
for
way,
Glendale.
that way. All right.
Yeah, good work there
Black
from
behind
Lindsay.
the goal
Got straight
line.
up to her feet, so that was nice work.
And that's what you want to see is your
Advantage.
flankers really disrupting any back row plays. And the other
First it
team.
wasn't straight, then there was a knock on by Blue. Your choice. You want scrum or line out? Black.
So we got
Scrum.
the
Okay,
option
bring it
here.
in 15.
So we're going to have a scrum down on the 15.
No, we're going scrum.
The initial infraction was for the not straight, and that's why they had the choice. If it was just the knock on, it would obviously be the scrum set. So that's why the referee gave them the
Make
option.
sure you're 5 outside.
And they have chosen to scrummage on the 15. We're going to have to watch for pressure here.
That's right.
Touch. Touch.
Clearing kick is
Pause.
not easy from
Engage.
this position when your scrum's going backwards.
Break it up.
No,
Blue,
this might be
you're
a
pushing
good
before. This is your
option
last
too
warning,
for
both
Glendale
teams.
at this point to
Don't
maybe
push
put a
before it
wheel
comes
on.
in.
See if they talk to each other. If their captain in there, Susanna Barth.
And Black, don't give on those.
In one of these situations, you'd almost want the winger right up on the corner of the scrum here, because if you go a blindside pick, it's a given.
Right. And
So
somebody,
Suzanne's probably got the strength to run through it.
absolutely. But yes, I agree. Hannah needs to be up there closer.
Colorado does well with the scrum. They win it.
Other way.
And
That's okay.
release a little bit of pressure here from the Raptors. The Raptors go quickly. Able to go quickly.
Come on.
Okay, so
That was loose play there. Knocked on there, though.
what we saw there, Ray, you know, it's unfortunate is they did that great quick line out, got it into the hands of their backs, and then they cut back inside.
right here.
Would have liked to have seen them take it out, get into their wings' hands where there's space, and they probably would have scored a try.
Well, they had a 3 or a 4-on-2 out that way if they had just put it through the hands rather than come back on the
Right.
inside.
So just a decision-making flaw right there, perhaps, that you need to realize where the space is and get that ball to the space and your teammates.
Well, that's the key
Crouch.
for your fullback.
Touch.
Your fullback has to
Pause.
be directing
Engage.
traffic back there, letting the guys in front know where the space is. And there we see it. The pick from Bart comes out to the wing. It's a little pop inside,
Last feet, last foot.
and it comes out. It's Bethany Zick. Jenna Anderson.
Good hard runner, Jenna Anderson.
That's popped inside.
Gets it to
That's
her prop.
Mandy
Get out of the
Rasmussen.
black, thank you.
Good run there.
Very nice. Mandy's very experienced from Boulder Babes team, now playing for Glendale.
Vantage
Knock-
black.
Knock on there from Jenna
Knock
Anderson.
forward by blue for scrum here, black.
She had gone into first receiver and knocked the ball on. So we're going to have a scrum down to Colorado. We're at a funny stage right now of the game where it's like Glendale's put some good points on the board. They've certainly done that part of the job so far. But right now we've got a sort of an untidy section of the game.
Yeah, Glendale's not, they're playing very untidy. They're
Number
having a
8,
lot
grab
of
the end
mistakes
before we engage.
where they should be
Crouch.
capitalizing on.
Touch. Pause.
And they're not.
Engage.
There, Jen Anderson, that ball was right to her hand. She knocked it on. She really needs to start working on getting ball in hand, then thinking about scoring the try.
And we're gonna have a try there given.
She's offside.
Oh,
She
offside.
didn't come in through the gate.
Referee not through the gate, though I think it's
Scrum half.
arguable if there was a gate there.
Right.
There has to be a gate for it to come off. Looked like the ball just squirted out of that scrum. But the referee's made his call, fair enough. And we're going to have a clearing kick from Colorado. This will relieve the pressure.
Yep.
Only for a moment, though, because
Yep.
that kick did not find touch. It's in the hands of Bethany Humphrey. They go wide.
And here goes Jenna.
And there's space. That's a
Forward
forward
pass.
pass. And that ball's going to come back.
But again, nice pressure by CU, getting up in the backs of Glendale's faces. Really making them think, making decisions, and obviously it's disrupting them. Some stuff Glendale needs to work on.
Yeah, if
So-
we take another look here, just a forward pass. Didn't really set herself up
Touch.
well for the pass.
Number 8, get in.
She
Pause.
sort of
Engage.
came late to the pass and rushed it a little bit. Given that pass just a little bit earlier, she would have been in better body position. It really should have been a try.
Yep.
Now
Absolutely.
Colorado used the ball. They come out wide. This is Danielson.
That was a
Little kick
grab.
through. And comes through on the defense. Nice work. Ties up Humphrey there.
Little test playing a little sevens there, coming off summer sevens,
Yeah.
backing out of a tackle.
Bethany Zick. Jenna Anderson. They got numbers here.
Oh, and again, Ray, she cut back inside when the space was to the outside.
That's a very loose pass. Goes back there. That's Mandy Rasmussen, though, tidying up. That's good work for the prop to get
Ball's
across.
wet.
Clean
Susanna
up.
Barth. Jamie Lang taking it in.
There we go. Somebody comes
Setting
in and
it.
sets it up. Good work. Jamie Lang there. Now the attack's a little better position. That's the winger. We've seen she's got good speed. Nice outside move. Good inside pass. Just fails to find the player coming through. That was Lindsay Cobble. But hey, I'm impressed with Anna Bird. She's showing some excellent skills out here on the wing. And she's not big.
No, and she's not
She's
very
only
big.
like
And
5 foot, 115 pounds or something, soaking wet.
yeah, and she's also taken 2 kickoffs. You know, you don't see wingers taking kickoffs too many, so that's
No,
exciting.
She's willing to get in and get involved. I mean, you got to love that in a winger.
Absolutely. One thing I like to see, Ray, is Glendale's really scattered on the breakdowns. They're not realigning. They're not getting into position. Their back line is very flat.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
Of course, it is the first game of the season, and that stuff's obviously going to get worked out throughout the season.
Your second row
But hopefully at
down before
halftime,
you
Coach
get your hands
Cook
on.
will tell them, hey, calm down. Let's realign when there's a breakdown. Let's make things happen. And the only way that's going to happen is if we relax, get where we need to be, and do what we've been taught the last 2 weeks of practice.
Captain, which team?
And that chat should be coming in about 5 minutes. We're down into the last 5 minutes of this first half
Crouch.
between
Touch.
the Lady Raptors
Pause.
and the Lady
Engage.
Buffaloes of the University of Colorado. 17 points to 0, the Raptors
Let's
lead.
get it up.
That ball is cleared out of the scrum. Off-foot kick.
We'll do the line out
Took her
there,
eye.
black ball.
Took her eye
Jinxed her,
off.
Ray.
That's twice I've done it
Yep.
so far today. But it just took her eye off the ball there. It's spilled into touch, so we're going to see a line out here. Not to worry, Hannah.
Good contest.
Nice steal there by Lindsay.
Roll it, black. No, it isn't.
Kim Klon. Now that's the
right.
kind of rucking we're
Ball
talking about,
wasn't
Ray.
out.
Kim Klein just kept her feet moving.
Here's your mark.
Of course, she got called for offsides, unfortunately.
Offside
But
with the ruck, yeah.
Do
But
we have an injury? Oh,
and we're just
looking
getting
for a priest.
so we will move forward inside Glendale territory here. Throw will go to the Buffaloes. Emily Goose with the throw.
Back a step. We're 2 meters off, ladies. Get back 2 steps.
And it ball's come down to the halfback.
Release it.
Holland Adenoff just takes that ball in, but it's been stolen. That was stolen by Kim Klan. Now it comes out. And there's Hannah Burge once again, takes the tackle. Bethany Zick. Jenna Anderson,
Nice.
good ball there. That's good pass.
Tess Armstrong coming at pace like she was earlier in the game where she knocked it on. I think we're going to see a try here.
Yes, able to
Center it.
avoid the
Very nice.
covering tackle from the fullback, Kate Foley, and Tess Armstrong will get the 4th try of the game to the Raptors. Recipient of a beautiful pass there from Jenna Armstrong. The Lady Raptors go up 22 points to 0 over the Buffaloes. Let's take a look here. It all started with the steal.
So Kim grabs this ball, gets it out,
Hey, Tim.
gets
Step
it in Jenna Anderson's hand, and here comes Tess at pace, right through that gap, and just opens it up.
She dove and caught a boot in the face.
Katie Foley for CU just wasn't able to catch her until the right here. Tess puts it down for 5 points. Nicely done.
Now that was good work there. They found the gaps, they found the space. Timing of the pass was superb from Jenna Anderson on that one. Made up for her other one.
That's right.
So that was good work. That kick is unsuccessful, so the score remains 22 points to 0. And we're in the last couple of minutes of this first half of the first game of the fall season, 2009, here at Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado.
Well, Ray, let's see if Hannah steps up and takes this kick.
The next 10 minutes of live action are brought to you by Lowe's Hotel. Value is the new luxury. Fortunately, we deliver. All right,
Mandy Ramson.
kickoff is fielded there by the loose head prop. Mandy Rasmussen takes the tackle. Now they work the blind side. Jamie Lang there.
Here's Jamie Lang driving in. Always a fun runner.
Good work there. Getting
Always keeps those
long
legs pumping.
moving.
It's Cody Monroe.
And
Breaks the
Cody
tackle.
Monroe breaks the tackle, and she's going to take it around Oh, you gotta like it when your tight head prop can run like that. And she is going to get another try here right before halftime. Beautiful work there by the forwards, working down the short side. If she finishes it with a 30-meter rumble, the Raptors extend their lead 27 points to 0 with the kick to come. Beautiful work amongst the forwards.
Absolutely. Great support, great communication. So we take the tackle. Mandy Demler sets that ball. Scrum half gets it. Here comes Jamie Lang. Drives through, breaks through 3 people there. Wraparound tackle. Nice support by Cody. Gives a stiff arm. Here she is getting it. Gives her a little stiff arm. Just keeps on trucking. See you later. Smile on her face the whole way, right?
Yeah, those high arm tackles aren't going to get the job done against somebody like Cody Munro. All right, the referee has blown the halftime whistle. That will be the break.
It's halftime.
At halftime, the Glendale Lady Raptors lead the University of Colorado Buffaloes 27 points to 0. We will be back for the second half in just a little while.
In today's fast-paced business environment, your visual communications have to do more than just look good. They have to work. Right up the street or just a mouse click away. We're your one-stop, full-service visual communication expert.
Welcome back for the second half here. This matchup between the Glendale Lady Raptors and the University of Colorado Buffaloes. Halftime score is 27-0 in favor of the Lady Raptors. I suspect because we got a preseason game, Amy, we're going to see wholesale changes to both of these sides for the second half, and we'll try to get you those as we move through the second half. All right, the Raptors secure that kickoff, and they take it up through number 5, Mandy Demler.
There's Jamie Lang.
Jamie Lang beginning the second half.
Great hands by Lindsay Coble. She's got help from Andrea Przinski. Oh,
but that's going to be a forward pass there. Yep, no doubt about that one. Referee right on the spot. Just to confirm, Glendale in the blue, white with red trim. The Buffaloes in the traditional black and gold.
Ladies, remember, crouch, touch,
And of course, we're at Infinity Park, North America's premier rugby facility, Glendale, Colorado. I'm Ray Veers. I'm joined by Amy Root. And wow, Glendale straight into the second half, just like they ended the first.
Pause. Engage.
All right, scrum set. Feed goes to the Buffaloes. Scrum has wheeled, though. Done good work up front from the Raptors, so that's going to be turnover ball. The Raptors will get the feed. And now, hopefully, we'll bring it back a minute. What do you reckon Wendy told the side at halftime for the Lady Raptors?
Well, hopefully Coach Cook sat them down and said, listen, you're getting good ball, you're getting clean ball, but then you're knocking it on, you're losing it in the tackle. So let's clean that up, retain ball, and work on our plays.
All right, let's see if they can tidy things up. That's Bethany Zick. Big gap there opens up for her. She may be able to take it all the way to the house. And she will. She's going to score that right under the post.
Great field vision there by Bethany Zick to see that gap and take it.
The defense came up staggered and created a big hole there for Bethany Zick. That's her first try of the day. The second half scoreline reads 32-0.
So it's a nice
Lady
scrum
Buffs.
down.
There it is.
Ball gets out into Bethany's hands. She takes a look, sees that gap, and just hits it hard, runs right through it. CU just can't get across. The 8-man's trying. Bethany takes it all the way. Score 5 points under the post. And that's something, too, Coach Cook probably said to Bethany and to Susanna, who are co-captaining out there today, is calm them down. Get them lined up. Get them to where you need them to be to make things happen. So hopefully Susanna and Bethany, be a little more chatter out there from both of them. Keep their respective pods of players doing what they're supposed to do.
All right, the conversion was unsuccessful. So the scoreline remains Glendale 32, University of Colorado Buffaloes 0. The Buffaloes will have the kickoff here.
Cody Monroe takes that kick.
And Cody's had a real busy afternoon. Gotta like it when your tight end props is mobile and as busy as she is.
Susanna Barth,
And
nice
Susanna
support by Lindsay Coble. And there's
good
Mandy
support
Demler,
play.
a support play too. Once again, the forwards have just taken that kickoff and rumbled it in for a try.
A carbon copy of what we saw right on halftime. The forwards linking down the blind side. And the try will be scored by Mandy Demler, her first for today, extending the Raptors' lead, 37-0 now over the University of Colorado Buffaloes. And we have a kick to come. And I tell you what, when the Raptors want to maintain possession and work across with the forwards.
And here's the pass, and Ray, I almost think it was a forward pass from Susanna Barth to Lindsay Coble. That they got away with one there.
Take a
pretty
look at
close.
it here.
Oh, it's pretty close. It might have been just lateral.
Nice try. Nice kick.
All right, we got a conversion here. Bethany Zick with the conversion. That'll extend the lead to 39-0 over the Buffaloes. I thought it was a line ball. I thought fair enough. Good work, good play down the blind side. Line ball, play on. Reward the positive rugby.
Even if it's a forward pass, right?
Ah,
It wasn't. I think it was definitely questionable. I think that it could have gone either way. And Bob,
you would have needed a slide rule to tell if it was forward or not. All right, Colorado. Quite the learning experience for the girls. I don't think that was a kickoff. I think
Never hit the ground. No, it didn't. Came right off your foot.
gosh.
actually
Wrong kick.
So
Scrum here.
great
Never
idea
hit the
from
ground.
the fly half for CU, trying to get a nice little kick there that her 8-man can pick up. Unfortunately, it has to be a drop kick when you kick off.
It's okay.
She wasn't able to drop kick it. She kicked it straight from her hands. So it'll be a scrum down to Glendale at the half.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
All right, scrum set there.
Susanna Barth picking.
Loose pass there. Comes back.
Here's a sub in for the game. Andrea Przinski's playing wing, usually in the centers.
Big winger too. She's just showing it.
CU's trying to change her down. She doesn't have any support.
All right, nice work there once again by the fullback, Kate Foley. She's had a couple of good cover defending efforts here this afternoon.
Definitely saved a try right there.
Nice dummy there.
By Bethany Humphrey.
Nice dummy there, Bethany Humphreys. Under the posts, or just next to the posts. That'll be another Raptor try. And unfortunately, this could get ugly. The young ladies from the University of Colorado gave a very good effort for themselves in the first half, but the holes are forming now.
Yeah, you can see them hands on knees, heads down, you know. Here's the ball. Andrea, a nice run down the sideline, sets it nicely. Scrum half, sees her fullback coming in. And there she goes, looks for the face, a little dummy, and just takes it in herself. This is Bethany Humphreys from New York. She played for New York last season, moved to Colorado, I believe, for college. So she's an addition, a great addition. She's got that little fake pass. She's done that a couple times and continues to run on and set up some wonderful plays. In this case, sets up 5 points for herself.
The conversion was unsuccessful there, so the score remains 44 points to 0 in favor of the Raptors. The next 10 minutes of live action are brought to you by Alpha Graphics for all your visual communication needs. Yeah, I like the way Bethany Humphrey is organizing things at the back as well. She's keeping busy. She's making sure, as we take a look at once
Bethany
again.
Zick, the fly half, takes it down the sideline.
She had some of the super water at halftime because she is taking the ball to the line and succeeding now. They get it out.
Susanna Barth gets it to Kim Klein. Jamie Lang, good hands there.
And she just shows.
Cuts it in.
And she's going to be able to run this under to the post for her second try. And now it's running rugby here this afternoon for the Lady Raptors. 49 points to 0. And unfortunately, when tide turns like this, there really isn't a lot of defending side can do.
No, but what the captain for this CU program needs to do is get her girls together, talk to them, say, let's realign, basic stuff. Let's get into, let's look at this play real quick, Ray. So Jamie Lang right there just sees the gap, takes it right up the middle. Great field vision, good hard running, 5 points for Jamie Lang. But yes, the CU girl, you know, the captain has to say, listen, let's get a good line of defense. We're staggered, we're everywhere. Let's just work on our basic good hard tackles, rucking.
Brigitte Becker and friends enjoying the rugby this afternoon. Certainly a lot of running rugby now in this second half from the Lady Raptors.
Okay.
Nice got a substitute.
Nice little crowd building in right now.
Sorry to interrupt you, Ray. Lindsay Coble's going out. Looks like another transfer player. Katie Janis is coming in. Again, she played for Amazons, probably was.
She went in on her hand, on standing up, and as she fell down, she flicked it back.
Hannah Burge's teammate.
All right, we're back underway. All right, nicely controlled there. Just takes the ball in, sets it up. They're working this blind side and another hole's found. That's Przinski, a replacement player, skirting the touchline there. Does well to bring it infield. Bethany's sick. Now they're running it. Ivy Herring, another replacement player.
Back. Forward.
Now the ball's gone forward off that pass. So a short advantage will be played there, so we're going to come back to the scrum. And for the first time really since the beginning of the second half, and we're 10 minutes in, a mistake from the Raptors.
Yep, and that was Iden, running really hard and good, you know, legs pumping, but unfortunately when got into contact, just flung that ball out of there. I'd like to see her maybe hold on to that ball, take it to deck, and have her teammates ruck over her so it gets clean ball out to her teammates.
Yeah, she had good go forward going there. Really no need to pass that ball. She was in a great position just to set it up and keep the attack moving forward. Good scrum here once again. It's a warm afternoon here, in temperatures in the mid-70s, but On the field, it's
White,
a little warmer than
down.
that. It's a little
You
muggy,
can't grab
the
a player on the
overcast.
ground. Going over the top.
So we just got
okay.
called there for
Number 20.
diving over, basically, by Glendale.
This
Quick
is
tap.
Danielson, number 12. And great turnover there.
Nice pickup by Andrew Przinski.
Yeah, she's been very busy.
Here she goes again.
I don't think she's really playing on the wing.
No, not so much.
She's all over the
That's where
paddock.
she has to line up, but that's not what she's doing.
That's number 20.
Line out black.
So you did a
Katie.
nice job taking them to
Black
into
ball.
touch.
Katie
White took it
Janis
out.
there, taken into touch there by Colorado. And it seems like the Colorado girls are getting their defense just a little bit better in order.
Yeah, and a player that really makes an impact for this team that's playing today because of a sprained ankle is Lauren Daly. You know, she's a senior, one of their stronger tacklers, leader on the team. She's not out there today.
Good clean take there from the line out from Colorado. But that's going to be turned over once again. In the turnover ball is really hurting this Colorado side. That's
Advantage.
not gone there. So we're going to have a
We'll do
scrum
the first
down
knock
there.
forward by blue. Scrum black.
Quick whistle there from our referee.
Scrum here, black ball.
So the Buffaloes will have the feed to the scrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, once
Bring it
again,
in.
there was good phase,
Hold it, hold
good
it,
set
hold it.
phase possession there. They set
We got
the
some
line out
coming
very
in.
nicely. The blockers were in place, good jump, clean take, but it was on the continuity phase where the Colorado girls had their problems.
Yep, and I assume that will be worked out once they have some more practices under their belt. And hopefully when Lauren Daly gets back in there, she's a leader in that pack.
Crouch.
Keep
Touch.
them organized, doing
Pause.
what they're supposed to be
Engage.
doing. Looks like Cody Monroe just went out of the game.
Yeah, she was just replaced.
Free kick here. You're pushing too soon, blue.
Early shove there by the Raptors, so a free kick will go the way of Colorado.
You should have put it in as quick as you can. I would have called it faster. You came in from the side. You never came in from the last foot on the gate. Penalty kick here.
All right, that one now has gone to a full penalty.
So Glendale called there for coming inside by one of their substitutions at the half. I believe it's Nicole LaRue who is wearing 17.
17, don't forget to come through the gate. You came in directly from the side.
And that's what Bob's telling her right now, that she must come through the gate. You can't not enter those rucks from the sides. You will get penalized, as Glendale just did. CU's ball, their line out.
You have a new thrower, Samantha McFarling, throwing the ball in for Colorado. It's one back, but it's sloppy ball there.
Get out there.
And once again turned over. That ball's popped out for Glendale. And that's going to be knock on. Unfortunate there. It was a good
Back
support
forward
play.
by blue, scrum black.
But the ball did not go to hand, so we're going to have a knock on. That was the try scorer. Number 5, Mandy Demler, trying to support her teammate there. Knock the ball forward.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Scrum set. Little shove on there and wheel from Glendale. But
Push, pull. You
is the
pivoted.
push-pull on
Penalty
the
kick
front
here.
row. You can't pull back. You've got to come into the scrum. You got to contest that way, but you can't pull back on
20,
the
you
player
never
in front of you
retreated 10.
to get a wheel going.
Back
So
10,
that's what
hold
the
it real
penalty was
quick.
for, and we got another one there. Amy, you got that one.
Yeah, so Glendale just got called for not 10. So as soon as that penalty called, they've got to get disciplined and get back 10.
Yep. Every time, if they don't get back the required distance, the referee will give them that meterage and a penalty. So it does behoove the defending side to get back and
Fly half, get your
stay
center
out of the
back
way
another
if they
step,
can't
please.
get back to alleviate
you.
that penalty.
Right, and heads up play by CU by taking that quick tap, realizing Glendale wasn't back 10, and just going into contact, knowing they're going to get another 10-yard penalty out of it.
Not even close to in straight. What would you like, blue? Scrum or line
So it
out?
looks like we have the flanker for CU
Scrum
who's
15.
throwing in. I think she also plays hooker occasionally throughout their season. They've moved her to throwing in, and unfortunately she's had a couple bad throw-ins. It resulted in Glendale turnover to Glendale.
Mess up the call, don't say.
And it looks like McFarling has gone to the hooker position for Colorado. She has moved into the hooker, replaced Emily Gus. And the replacement player, number 22,
Crouch.
whose
Touch.
name I don't have on our match
Yeah,
list
I don't
today.
either. It might be Melissa Griffith. I think there's a last-minute change by
Right.
CU's coach.
Right, Melissa Griffith is wearing 22.
Bennett.
All right, we had another knock
Knock
on
forward.
there.
Black ball.
And after a brilliant first 10 minutes here, the second half,
Scrum here.
the second 10 is not going quite to the plan for the Raptors. They seem to have loosened up their focus. They have made a couple of replacements, but that is probably impacting the way they're playing right now. The next 10 minutes of rugby are brought to you by Wells Fargo, the official bank of the Glendale Raptors.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Good shove there, and that'll be a tight head win. That's a great effort there, and now the number 8 takes it away. That's out to Brzezinski. She's had a big impact since coming on.
Nice
Finds a
support.
support play, and that's going to be another try.
Try was awarded.
Try
Might
awarded
be
from
a-
the referee.
Penalty try.
Come here, please.
Katie Janis with the
Dangerous
try.
Keep them down. Do it again. I'll have to do something you're not going to like, okay?
So Katie Foley getting a warning there from the referee for a high tackle, dangerous tackle there on Katie Janis. So this is nice support by Katie Janis, taking that ball from Susanna Barth. A high tackle there, just a little bit above the collar.
Yeah, grab the collar there.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Bob missed that. Katie actually knocked that on from this tackle. Ball never was touched down with any type of control.
And the conversion is good by Bethany Zick. That'll extend the scoreline. 56 points to 0 now. The Lady Raptors over the University of Colorado Buffaloes. Yeah, that was kind of a, so it looked like she didn't quite get the ball down, rolled over, but I think that could have been caused that if he called the knock on with the penalty, it would have gone under the posts.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of this way or that way. And we're back underway. Ball's taken there from Kim Klom, the hooker. Very busy this afternoon.
See if our forwards do their rumbling tumbling here.
Down the blind side once again.
Oh, there's the winger, Andrea Brzezinski. Keeps that ball alive. Nice support.
And nice inside ball there.
Look at
That's
this,
gonna be
Ray. Look
another
at this,
try.
Ray. Another prop scoring today.
And nice work there. Number 17 there with the try there. Not sure if that's Iden Herring.
No, I believe that's Nicole LaRue.
Nicole LaRue wearing 17. Okay. So Nicole LaRue with the try. And Glendale now running rampant. They certainly seem to be doing the job down the blind side.
Yeah. And CU, you know, at some point needs to realize on kickoffs what's happening. That this forward pack of Glendale has just scored 4 tries, the same technique each time. There's a forward pass, support, support. They need to defend that. They need to get people over that can tackle, shut that line of attack down. Looks like they've switched back to Bethany Humphrey kicking. That one was no good.
So
Boy, if I was on the Glendale team, I might be practicing my kicking.
it's pretty much a
You might have a-
guaranteed way of getting a start if
That's
you can
right.
kick pretty consistently.
I might be coming to practice a little bit early, staying a little late, working on kicking.
All right, 61 points to 0 they lead. Still got about 20 minutes left in the second half of this game. And yes, the Raptors have utilized the channel between the touchline and the 5-meter line superbly in this second half. 4 tries have come down the tram lines, as they call it, and University of Colorado quite logically have got to the other
Yes.
side of the field, away from the forwards. Good tackle
And
there.
again, that's good decision making on CU's part. Is, hey, let's not kick it to the forward
Hold on,
pack again.
players there trying to pull it.
Let's see what their backs can do.
And we have the penalty
Yes.
there, holding on.
Yes, you can.
Excellent work there
Looks
for
like-
Colorado, changing up the plan.
An obstruction call, and CU's going to go for post here.
Excellent work. It'd be nice to see him get some return on the day's efforts. As we take another look here,
So Susanna
Good
Barth.
tackle.
Susanna Barth is in there blocking for her teammate. You're not allowed to do that in rugby. Obviously, it was unintentional, but they did get called for it, and it'll be CU's penalty, and they've chosen to go for close here.
Remember, Slive.
And that kick is wide right.
Becca Wazinski had the shot at goal, the number 10.
There's Andrea Brzezinski, who's running by.
Down
Nice.
the tram lines again.
Nice, does she have support?
Great tackle there. Kate Foley with another beauty of a tackle. Well done.
Very nice defense from CU.
Young fullbacks made some great tackles in this game. That was LaRue, took it up.
She's a tackler. She can do that. No reckless form.
You were just talking about her, Ray. Kate Foley just stole that ball. She's a junior for them, her 3rd season.
Great work there. That was just heads up. Leading the way here for the side. That's the number
Sarah
5.
Travers.
Sarah Travers takes it in.
We'll do the knock forward by Blues from Black.
No advantage there to the University of Colorado, so we're going to come back for the scrum down for the knock on the Raptors. Good work there from the fullback.
So
Kate Foley.
there's the take. We're just seeing a replay of Katie taking that ball, really staying with her feet,
Crouch.
staying on her feet,
Touch.
not conceding
Pause.
that tackle to
Engage.
Glendale.
Wheel there
Play
by
Oh, the referee's going to
Glendale,
let
but
him
the
play
referee
it.
said play it. Now it comes wide. Pass was behind the winger there. Kate Foley's going to have to go back and
looks
clean
like
it up.
13.
We've got a
You didn't wrap. You just shoved her.
No wrap in the tackle. Must wrap
Captain.
the hands.
and it looks like
I don't
we're
want
getting a
you to
little
work
chat.
bullshit out here. So back 10.
So another 10-yard penalty.
Here's your mark.
Yep.
So-
Marched him 10 meters for
That's
a little
right.
bit of casual banter amongst themselves,
How was it?
maybe towards the referee. So, yeah, that's just loose. You know, I mean, they've the referee not happy about that. So, fair enough. 10 meters back, the kick's taken into touch, and we'll have a line out here
Second row.
just inside Glendale territory.
I wasn't able to see if that was
Okay.
Tess Armstrong talking back to him, but I'm assuming that it was, considering she was the one called for the penalty for not wrapping. I'm sure her plea was she was in my way, pushing her out of the way. He didn't want to hear any of it. Gave him another 10 meters. Excuse me.
Ball's come down there. It's on the Buffalo side, but they're going to have to do a little bit of work here to get it back. They're rather stagnant. That's on the side.
Number 9, you're offside.
Yep, the halfback.
Pardon?
Katie Darris. She's had a pretty good game here today, but she was way offside on that one. Yeah, I just wanted to, you know, we had a look there. Some of the folks here at the park. It's a great
Mark
atmosphere
Stadium
here at
area.
Infinity Park for young and old, enjoying the rugby.
That's right.
There's another
And
ball
if you
right
look in
there.
the stands, I'm pretty sure that some of the local high school teams are in the stands today to witness some of these ladies playing. You know, potentially someone might go to CU, potentially some might end up here at Glendale. So it's neat to see them out here supporting and watching these ladies play.
And Colorado.
It's got a not straight call, it looks like.
Yeah, referee's not happy with that.
Choice, line out or scrum, Black. Hey, wait a minute. First of all, that's right. It was their penalty kick, so it's back here. Line out here, Black, not blue. It's penalty kick. Thank you.
Okay, so it looks like the wrong person threw it in to begin
Black ball.
with.
Yeah, there was
Then she got busted because it wasn't straight.
Here's the not straight
So here's
by the
Kim.
person that's
Right.
not supposed to be throwing it in.
Yep.
You don't get away with that very often.
Not so much, but I think she might have if she threw it in
That's
straight.
All
Nice try,
right.
Kim.
All right, now Colorado.
Little kick over.
Little kick into space there.
See how
though.
Bethany Humphrey fields this.
Yeah, did a good job
She's
there. But she's
replacing-
under pressure now. She had the time to kick to touch, but she decided to hang on to it. They're going to need to work to get this ball back, and they do.
Hayden Herring. Good support by the flanker, Katie
Absolutely.
Janis.
That's the replacement player, Katie Janis.
Got Susanna Barr still in the game. Gets
Little
a nice little
football.
pass to the other replacement 6. And here goes Tess Armstrong. Good support by Hayden Herring. Sets that ball.
Get out of the blue.
And swung out there.
Jamie Lang loading in the back line.
There by Jamie Lang.
I like to see that. The second row loading in the back line. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to hold on to it.
No, they certainly needed the numbers. There is a big difference, though, if you take a look at the two sides right now. As we've watched the game, we've had the size of some of the players from Glendale has just gotten the better of the opposition. They've got some big centers. Tess Armstrong's a big girl. Certainly Suzanne Barth is a load at number 8. And they've been able to take advantage of some situations. That's the second time we've had the push-pull call from the referee.
On one of your props and
so we've got the... all the front rowers have to drive forward. If you get one of the props pulling back and creating the wheel in an unnatural manner, that's a penalty. And the referee's been right on top of that, the front of the line, front of the scrum. And that's the second time that Glendale's been called for it. Unfortunately, the kick did not find touch.
There's Andrea Brzezinski again.
Andrea Brzezinski keeps doing what she's been doing all afternoon and trundling down that sideline. Finds support.
It's Katie Janis again in support with that winger.
Janis, little
breaking
step.
Through some we've got some chasers, though.
Placement loose forward. Katie Janis is going to score her second try of the afternoon. I tell you what, Brzezinski down this blind side, she's flirted with the touchline on a number of occasions.
And you know
what a job.
What's impressive too, Ray, like you said, she's on that touchline and she has enough head sense to keep that ball in play, keep her feeding. She's aware of where she's at and putting her teammates into space. Wonderful job by Andrea on the wing.
Good work too, though, from Janice, loose forward, backing up the way a good loose forward should. It's really straight out of the textbook. But I must say about Andrea Brzezinski, we were talking about size, and she is far outstripping any of the in size the backs. She's got speed, size. What a great impact player.
Yeah, I mean, she's absolutely a great player for this Glendale team because she can play almost any position on the field, and she almost, I think, always has. Here she is again. Now watch how close she is to the sideline, Ray. I mean, and she just has enough sense to throw it back in, obviously not to a player or anything, but to keep it in play, and then Katie Janis is there to pick it up, gets through a few tackles in pursuit by a couple CU players here. Just weren't able to get her in time. And this time I think she did touch it down.
I don't think there was any question about that. 66 points to 0 now. Got about 10, 12 minutes to go here in this game. Colorado, it's a beautiful afternoon here. A little overcast, keeping it a little cooler for the players, so I'm certain they're quite thankful for that. And we get back underway.
Mandy Demler takes that kick.
Hits it up there, support forwards, and they're looking towards doing more work down the short side.
Yep.
Nope, they go open side. Bethany Zick gets it out.
Aiden Herring does a little juke there, takes it into contact.
And they got numbers on the far side if they use it.
Got a substitute winger in here. Nice run.
That actually looked like Katie Janis out on the far wing there, doing some work supporting. Now it comes out.
Good hands by the fullback.
Bethany Humphrey just looking to support.
Bethany Zick in the support. Finds her wing.
Nice
Andrea Brzezinski.
And Andrea Brzezinski, all she's got to do is
chase down here.
She'll turn it inside.
It's like
Katie Foley did not have the speed to chase her down. She's made some great tackles this afternoon, but Andrea Brzezinski, after all of her good work, gets her first try of the afternoon. 71 points now on the board for the Raptors. University of Colorado, tough afternoon.
Yeah, it is, but they can take away from this the pros and cons of this game. They're going to learn a lot from it, and they can only get better. Here's a replay. Bethany Humphrey getting that ball into Bethany Zick's nice hands. That was a low pass, but she kept it.
Beautiful ball
Sends that out to Andrea, and Andrea just turns it loose. And I'm guessing Kate Foley's just probably a little tired. She's been doing a lot of chasing down today. Still doing an absolutely wonderful job, Katie is, but...
that kick hits the upright, so unsuccessful. 71 points, check it. 71 points to 0. Glendale Raptors over the University of Colorado. And for somebody who stepped into the fly half role here, Bethany Zick, slow start to the game, really sort of had to feel her way into it. But this second half, she's been dynamite.
Yeah, and that's neat to watch that they've got some depth in the fly half position. That Bethany is settling in, if you will, making good decisions, having better field vision. It's only going to get improved with each game she plays in this position. But I think she's the right fit for that position as long as she keeps doing what she's been doing.
And that's Kim Klein, hooker. She's been on the paddock for the full game here today, so she's got a lot of work in today. A little pop pass into the gap. Good work there. They need to keep it working wide.
Tess Armstrong.
Trying
him in nice. Hits that gap between the winger and the center on CU.
And
she's going to take it all the way in.
Take it all the way into the bank. And try scored. Tess Armstrong. Just too much experience, too much strength at this stage.
And CU knows that coming into this game, into this stadium to play Glendale, but they look forward to the challenge. They look forward to playing senior women, you know, and it's kudos to them to come into here and play this senior side. And, you know, I think they're doing great.
I think what they've discovered is the difference in, you know, like you said, they've only had one training run so far this season. It's the fitness levels now.
Right.
That is really what is telling. They're just not able to
keep
coming up in defense. The gaps are forming.
Right.
And that's what they know now, that they could go back to training and get really serious about the work they need to do.
Absolutely, and it's only going to help them within their collegiate schedule, and their goal this year is to make it into the top 16, you know. So when they play matches against teams like Glendale and some of the other senior sides around the Denver area, it's only going to help them in the collegiate level. So kudos to them for being out here, you know. But yes, I think fitness is a big thing for them.
There's Steve from Steve Snappin' Hot Dogs. One of the great sponsors here. Came out to the rugby, just loved it, decided he wanted to be a part of it. So he's got his products out here. So you take a look there. They've certainly shared the points around today. Armstrong, Berger, Janice, Lang, all with 2 tries each. Zick with 13 points. She got a try and a couple of kicks. So it's been a very productive afternoon for many of the girls.
10 different Raptors have scored today. That'll make Coach Cook happy.
The next 10 minutes of live action are brought to you by Lowe's Hotel. Value is the new luxury, and fortunately, we deliver both. You have a look there at all of the sponsors. Glendale Youth Rugby Program. Youth rugby is growing by leaps and bounds in the local area, and you can tell that business is behind it. The city of Glendale is behind it. And I tell you what, the kids are enjoying it.
Absolutely. In fact, the Glendale women just started a high school program this year. And that's exciting. They have about 18 girls out on that high school team. Hopefully it'll be a feeder into this program.
Well, you know, too, that 3 weeks after they start and the other girls start seeing what's going on, it'll grow quickly.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
All right, Glendale once again keeping it going. Andre Brzezinski there just knocks it on there.
That's just a mental mistake right there, Ray, by Andrea.
Yeah, I suppose she is human.
Yeah,
she can make
we'll
a
give her
mistake.
that. We'll give her that.
She didn't have the sideline.
Yeah, and that pass was a little bit at her knees. So, all right. Andrea, you're allowed.
Take a look at this.
So set to deck. Little pickup by the flanker to her knees.
That was a dying duck.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Not 100% Andrea's fault.
No. We'll give her a little bit of slack on that one. Another big wheel there. That seems to be the tactic right now on the feet for Colorado. Glendale just giving it that wheel.
Coming back, and that's why it's getting called push-pull. You're going to be penalized. If that happens again, you're going to go in the bin.
Okay, so
is that fair?
We heard the referee there warning the tight head prop. The next time this push-pull happens, she will be put in the sin bin.
Yes, that would be for the remainder of the game, as we've only got about 7 minutes to six and a half minutes to go of this game.
See, you might appreciate that, actually.
Yeah, at the moment.
You're boring.
And CU prop.
You changed your angle when you were going in on the hooker.
So Bob, our referee, Bob Lisansky, is really, really watching the front rows on both these teams.
No.
It's early in the season, so of course we're going to have a lot of stuff that needs to get worked out, ironed out in that front row, and he's trying to help them out.
I'm not actually convinced she knew she was boring.
No, I don't think she is. I think she's a pretty new player.
New player.
After the game, I have a feeling she's going to ask, what is boring?
Yeah. That could very well happen.
And it depends on who she talks to, if they're going to tell her it's good or bad.
Coach, what's boring? That's all right. I'll tell you next time. Glad you did it. All right, line out here to Glendale. A little untidy there, and it's kicked through there by the replacement
Knocked
flanker.
forward by Black.
Looks like CU
Scrum
knocked that
right
on,
here.
even
That
though
was-
it was a flighty little pass in there from Kim Klein.
Melanie Griffith there, the flanker
Yeah, they
from
swung out. You start
Colorado,
straight,
getting through
then
there.
you swung in and went in on purpose. That's why I had to call it.
All right, so here we go. We had a scrum down again. Let's see if Bob's gotten them all squared away.
You would think so. It's a Glendale feed. They just need to pop it in, pop it out, put it in Bethany Zick's hands, and see what happens with the back line.
Looks like CU's got a different hooker in there. That might be a little bit of the problem.
Yeah, the number 6, Samantha McFarlane, went to hooker here in the second half. So.
I think it's somebody else, too, now.
And I think she was replaced a little while ago.
Yeah.
So
Touch. Pause. Engage.
Into an 8-man pick.
just fights her way through the defense there. It was actually a good, quick defense by Colorado.
Right, and they just kind of gave up on it. I think they could have really brought Susanna down if they tackle low. But Susanna, being a veteran player, just keeps her feet moving.
Yep. Brzezinski got it inside to,
Line out Black.
once again, the very busy Katie Janis since she's come onto the field. But she's dragged into touch, so we will have a line out there.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot from Katie Janis. Again, she's from the Amazon team.
Black ball.
She, I'm assuming, was a teammate of Hannah Berchet back in Twin Cities, and they're both now here living in Denver, and great additions to this Glendale team.
All right, we had a quick look there at some of the Glendale Raptors men's side. That's our next game here. They're going to be playing the University of Colorado as well. Their first outing of the fall season, 2009. A full day of rugby here. Difficulty
Line
there
out there.
for the number 11, Deidre Day. She was able to clear the ball out, though. Hint of a little knock on there beyond the try line, but we're going to play the line out. Line out will take place 5 meters
Black, I
from the
want you
try
on
line.
the line. White, take a
Can't
step
be any
to your
closer
left,
to the
please.
try line than 5 meters. So
White,
that's
take
where
a
we'll
step to
set.
your left. I want the black right on the line.
So the referee, Bob Lustansky, is trying to get these
Thank
guys
you.
set up. So CU is
guys have
right
to
at
be
that
right on the
5-meter
line,
line.
line.
Glendale need to take a step out. He's got them ready. Here we go.
Kim Klein with the throw. Nice take there. Brings it down.
Hayden Herring.
Comes
Tess
out.
Armstrong just
That
knocks
is
that
black.
on.
Wasn't really in a good position to take that
We'll do
Oh,
the
no,
pass.
knock
she's
forward by
standing
Blue.
still there, it looked like.
Standing still and almost sideways.
Mhm.
It's a
Wasn't
great
really
lineup,
ready to
but
take
actually-
that.
Looked like we
Take that
were
ball.
practicing that one.
Bob Lustancy.
I didn't get that.
Nice line out. Looks like you practiced that one. It's always nice when you got a referee that's got a good rapport with the players.
He's a long-standing ref in this society here. the
2
referee.
minutes of fun left, ladies.
A lot of these ladies have been refed by
2 minutes
Bob.
of fun.
He's always a pleasure to have out there.
I'm going
Crouch.
to severely
Touch.
date myself
Pause.
as one of the
Get.
best referees
Uh-oh.
ever. For rapport with the players was the great Welsh referee, Clive Norling. All of the guys just loved playing under him because he had such good rapport.
And here's that freshman standout. Just took that ball up.
Yeah, she
for
hasn't
CU.
had much of the ball here this afternoon, unfortunately, Lauren Danielson. But she's certainly shown with the few glimpses she had that she could play this game. She's a true freshman at 18 years of age, so what a bright future she's got.
Let's go.
Now they spin it out. They go wide. Brzezinski grabbed on there, but the support comes around. Will have too much speed here. No. Good work there. And we've got a little knock on there. Little knock on there from
Scrum here.
Glendale.
Knock
So
on
we're
by
going to have
Blue. Throw
another
forward.
scrum. Once
Scrum
again,
black.
like the line out, you can't pack a scrum any
make it back
closer
one
than
step.
5 meters from the try line. So the referee will bring this out to the 5-meter line, and we'll pack the scrum with
Right up here.
Colorado's feet. And, you know, you have a look. There's some good performances here. I thought there were a couple of nice performances for Colorado. Certainly the youngster Danielson looks like she's a player of real talent. And I thought the fullback, Kate Foley, just did some wonderful work.
Crouch.
Limited opportunities on
Touch.
attack, but certainly her
Gate.
defensive skills were wonderful. A lot of players for Glendale did play very well today.
Yeah, and this obviously Glendale's a lot more experience. So they're trying different stuff, trying to get everybody ball in hand to see what they can do in this opener. of the 2009 fall season. But yeah, CU's, they've done great. And I think, yes, you know, number 12, Lauren Danielson's going to be.
Good support play there.
There we go.
Wonderful. Once again,
Somebody else.
Katie Janis, Andrea Przinski working that side. They decide to share the wealth.
Yep, and Teresa Seiss just put that in. She was a substitute flanker, playing number 6 the second half. Nice support. Again, Glendale's just sharing the love out there.
And that brings up the 80-minute mark, so that will be full time. We do have the kick to come. 83 points to 0. So we'll take a look here at this conversion.
It's easy for you to say. Yes, you can.
So we're just waiting here for this final conversion to wrap things up today. That's going to be a little short, but it's been a resounding effort here in the first game of the 2009 fall season for the Glendale Lady Raptors. They defeat the University of Colorado 83 points to 0. There's been some very nice performances here this afternoon. We talked about the Buffaloes, but for Glendale, you have to look at, I think there were some great performances. Bethany Zick really found her feet as she built into playing fly half.
Absolutely.
I really like the new fullback, Bethany Humphrey. And, of course, up in the forward pack, Suzanne Barth got everything started. And Cody Munro.
Cody Munro, always a solid player. You know, you've got your 2 transfers, Mandy. They're both 2 Mandys from Boulder, obviously make an impact out there with the experience in the scrums.
All right, so that wraps it up here for the Lady Raptors this afternoon. Fine performance from them. 83 points to 0. They defeat the University of Colorado. Join us again in a couple of weeks' time when the Lady Raptors take to the field once again. For Amy Root, I'm Ray Beers. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next time. We'll be right back in just a moment with the MVP Awards.
Isaac!